Happy video day, guys. So today's video is actually an extremely exciting video. I am so excited to do this video. I've been having this idea for the past few weeks, trying to come up with the best way that I wanted to present it, and yeah, this is just the way I'm going to do it. So we're going to do it like this. So basically what this video is going to be is it's going to be a makeup challenge, and my challenge that I created is I wanted to ask myself, what do I think makeup would look like in the future? And this is going to be the challenge, and this is what I'm challenging myself to do, and I'd love it if some other people would want to challenge themselves as well, because this is like super interesting to see what you guys would actually think. So the reason I thought that this video was going to be so cool is because if you guys watch futuristic movies, which I figure we all do, there's always these elements of futuristic movies that they give you, like the clothing that's going to be in, or you'll look at the hair colors, or you'll look at the makeup and you're like, oh my god, that is so cool. I wonder if that's really going to be in. And we know from experience that sometimes we look back and we're like, oh my god, don't you remember that movie? People used to wear their hair like that, or don't you remember in that movie people's eyeliner was like that? And we always kind of like take ideas from futuristic movies, and in the future sometimes those actual elements actually become part of the future. And I think that is such a cool thing. We see this happen a lot. Like a lot of the movies that I used to watch when I was a kid, you know, they all said that like by now we'd have flying cars, and we don't. Where are the flying cars? I remember movies like The Fifth Element that used to have like future stuff, you know, even Back to the Future when they would go into the future. And there's like a bunch of movies. I mean, we can name a million movies that they would went into the future, and you would see like kind of like ideas, even like movies that are current, like even Tron and stuff like that, that they are based in like future times, that we see like these really cool makeup looks or different ideas of what we think the future would hold. And I said, you know what? I feel like movies and cinema always has the first grab at showing us what future could hold for us, but why can't we do this on YouTube? Why can't we think of what the future is going to hold, and maybe we can actually have an imprint on what the future of makeup would actually be. So for this video, I'm gonna try to predict what I think the future of makeup would be, and who knows, maybe by me putting out this video, the future of makeup might get a little inspiration, and maybe we'll kind of see some of the stuff come to life. So either way, guys, that's what we're going to be doing in this video. I would love it if any other creator would love to do this video and do a makeup challenge of what they think the future of makeup would be. I think that this is so fun, and I would love to see other ideas, because I don't know, to me this is super interesting. So if you guys are new here, I'm Christina Brooke. This is the Glam Ranch. If you guys like this video or you like this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you find my channel again, because if not, I might disappear into the YouTube black hole and you will never see me again. So hit that subscribe button now, and let's go ahead and let's get right into the video. So first off, I already did my foundation and my eyebrows. So in my mind, I feel like an accentuation on eye makeup is going to be what's going to be in the future. I don't feel like it's going to be so much about the face makeup. I don't feel like it's going to be so much about the contour or the outlines of the face. I feel like everything on the face is going to be pretty monotone, and I feel like the makeup is going to be basically eye makeup. That's just what I think. So for this video, most of the stuff that we're going to be doing is with the eyes. So I just went ahead and put on foundation like I usually would do, and I did my eyebrows a little bit more dramatic than I usually would do, but they're pretty similar. And we're just going to start working on the eyes. I feel like the future is going to have color. Now, I know that we're starting to see color come in right now, and I feel like people are starting to get comfortable with color, and some people are trying to get out of their box of color. So that's why I feel like in the future, color is just gonna be like another black. Like it's just gonna be, everybody's gonna be comfortable with it. Like we already jumped over the hurdle of color, and everybody's gonna be like, oh, color? That's like black and white. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking color is going to be the thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some concealer on my lids, just kind of like my, I don't know, this is gonna be like my primer. I feel like every single look gets inspiration from somewhere. So for the most part, I'm figuring that most looks are gonna have some elements of things that you've seen before. So I feel like the future is going to be similar to that. Like I don't think that you're gonna just all of a sudden see makeup that you've never seen in your life. I feel like there's gonna be elements of stuff that you've seen before and stuff that you've just never seen before. So that's what I am thinking. I already kind of have an idea where I'm going. I'm just not sure about the colors yet. I'm trying to decide if I wanna go like green or if I wanna go like blue. I'm gonna start off with a brown. So I'm just gonna use this brown shadow here from the ColourPop Mar palette. So this is gonna be a few different palettes. I'm not gonna be able to stick to just one. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna follow my crease line and I'm just gonna add this into the crease. And I just really wanna like define that line. I'm gonna flicker it out at the ends. So I was watching Project Runway just recently, and one of their challenges was what do they think the future of fashion was going to be? And it's kind of what made me kind of start thinking of this idea. I was like, damn, you know, I would love to know what people think that we're gonna see in the future. And I mean, any future is future. I mean, this could be future 10 years from now. This could be future 40 years from now. I mean, really, we really don't know what the future holds, but I mean, who knows? This could be 50 years from now, or this could be next year, you know? And I'm just gonna draw this out as a little bit longer. So there we've got that going. So now what I wanna do is I wanna grab color, and the color is gonna be what I'm gonna use to blend the upper part of this. And the color I'm gonna use is this kind of like pinky tone here from the Juvia's Place palette. It was one of my favorite palettes in the universe, and it's so good. So we're gonna go ahead and use this color here to blend. This is also gonna give it a little bit of a pinky undertone to this brown. So I remember when I was in architecture school, I would think that all we would do is build buildings, but for the most part, there was a bunch of different design projects that we used to have to do, and we always had to think outside of the box. We used to have to think, what could something be? And that's something I try to always apply into makeup as well. I want to always challenge myself to kind of think like what could be, not what's happening right now. So I like this challenge for that reason, because I just feel like branching out into what could be is a really fun way for you to get extremely creative, kind of start to like really grasp your makeup skills and just really like think like what could be. It's just such a fun thing to do. Okay, so there we have like a more pinky undertone to this look, which is kind of where I'm going. So I'm gonna do the main part of the look first. Should I clean up the edges first? I don't even know. Should I clean the edges first? So first I'm gonna just like cut my crease a little bit, and that's just because, I don't know, when I'm thinking future, I'm thinking of very structured looks, shapes and voids. Like that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there should be voids in the look, like empty spaces, and also like very strong defined areas. So that's where the brain's going. Now I'm not going to talk now because I need to like hold my breath when I'm doing this, because I feel like this needs to be like super clean. And since my eyes tend to be a little smaller, I like to bring the crease up a little bit higher. And especially for this look, because I kind of want you guys to see that there's going to be a void, I'm going to bring my crease up a little higher than it is right now. So I decided to do this blue line underneath. Last minute adjustment. Should have done this before I cut my crease, but just going with it. Just going with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this line to this line here. Then I'm going to use my eyebrow. I'm going to connect to my eyebrow. A little bit of my brow, so it kind of looks like this is supposed to be part of it. So I'm going to jump over and do this eye just like I did this one, and then we'll keep on going. So now we're kind of matched up here. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to clean up the lower lash with some concealer that I never put on until the end on purpose so I can clean things up, and then we're going to work on a fun lower lash line. And don't worry, I'm gonna kind of smooth over these lines. This is just like kind of giving me the structure. Now what I wanna do with the lower lash line is kind of wanna do like a double lower lash line, which is gonna be interesting. I wanna use this color from the Riviera, and that's gonna be my lower lash line, which is gonna make it like really vibrant and not really something typical, which is kind of like what I want. I want like a vibrant lower lash line. I'm also going to drag it on the blue, kind of give it like a shape shifting. So now what I'm going to do is with a blending brush, I'm going to kind of just fix up these lines a little bit with a blending brush, just kind of smooth them over. Now I kind of want to do a double lower lash line. So what I want to do is I want to bring another lash line coming lower, and I'm just going to grab, I think I'm going to grab this blue again. I need a smaller brush. Now I'm just going to kind of blend it. I'm just going to grab a little bit of that pink from the Anastasia palette and drag it right under here. I almost feel like I'm missing something on the, I'm going to add a little bit of like a liner here. Yeah, I think that's what I was missing, like a liner. That's what we're going to do. We're going to spray the brush. We're going to do like a lower lash liner. Okay, so where we have like the void, I'm just going to go over it with some white from the Anastasia palette, and then I think I'm just going to cover it a little bit with like a shimmery color. I want it to be like super matte white in there. So that's the thing. I think super matte white inner corners is going to be a thing of the future. For sure. So I'm just going to grab the Pat McGrath Mothership palette, and I'm going to grab this color here that like shade shifts. I'm just going to dab that all over the lid. So that gave me just a little bit of sheen, but nothing crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and put on some mascara. I could probably put on fake lashes, but I don't like to. On the lower lash line, I think I'm just going to use pink mascara. It's like pink mascara. The eyes are done, but now let's focus on finishing up the face. I'm just going to add some bronzer. Nothing too much because like I said, I think I want the face to be like a little bit more minimal. I use the Blush and Glow from Natasha Denona. I'm going to use this really pink color. We're going to add some highlight with some Super Glow. I feel like this highlight needs to be a little exaggerated. I want a very pale lip. Let's get like a real pale lipstick. Bare Minerals. This guy is super pale. This is Groovy. Super pale. Yes. I was going to look for a matte lipstick. I have one from Jeffree Star that's super pale, but this I think is better. Alright guys, and this is the final look. So this is where I think that makeup is going to go in the future. Obviously, I wanted to do something a little bit dramatic. I also did another look the other day that I kind of did it like this. I feel like it was a little bit more toned down. A little bit of the colors were not as vibrant. But either way, this is where I think makeup is going in the future. One of the things that I really want to point out is one of the things that I really think might happen is really drawing out that eyeshadow all the way into the hairline. Like I could totally see like this type of like mask-ish type of look being really in. The other thing is structure in the eye, like not just doing just like one line, but creating kind of like a dimension in the eye. You see how I have like multiple lines going on. Also maybe a strong emphasis on the lower lash line, like I did a lower lash line liner. So if you guys can tell, the lower lash line has like a liner on itself. I kind of feel like playing with those ideas and maybe leaving a little bit of the liner on the top would be completely gone. More of like a voided lid and everything else kind of like going on around it. So yeah, this is what I'm thinking. I also wanted to add the glitter to give me that little brrr look. And also, if you guys have anybody that you really want to do this video, share this video with them because I honestly want to see some cool futuristic eye looks. I want to see what people think the future is going to hold. And I will tell you guys too, not everybody's going to think the future is going to be with extravagant, crazy eyes. Some people might think only an eyeliner is going to be in the future. I mean, there is so many things that could be in. It could be a very basic look. Another thing I would like to point out to you guys is I wanted to emphasize eyes because I just feel like eyes are going to be where the future is going to be at, but there might be an emphasis only on lips. I mean, maybe some people would think that lips are going to be the thing in the future and the eyes are going to be bare. So there's so many different cool ways that we can play with this idea. But for me, I thought eyes, I thought shapes and voids, I thought very, very structural eyes, the rest of the face being very, very bare, and just really having a strong emphasis on creating a really winged out eye. And yeah, this is where I went. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you guys did, don't forget, give me those thumbs up, leave me comments below. What do you guys think? Where do you guys think makeup is going in the future? What's your ideas? I'm dying to know what people have to say. So thank you for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.